How are things out in the transfer market at the moment? I mean, are you finding prices inflated or just getting quoted too much here and there?
Well, the prices that are inflated, we don't go there, so there's no point. We try and find players that we can improve, that want to come to the club, that are hungry. You know, we've really gone back to what we're about as a club, trying to find players that are hungry. You know, I know there might be a lot of people out there think that you have to spend hundreds of thousands of pounds to find players, and that was the case in 2005-06 when we brought in Shane Long, Kevin Doyle, and those players. They were questioned, but no one questions them now, and we're in the same situation. We need our scouting team, which are really good, you know, Nakia Hammond and Steve Shorey, are looking for players that are hungry, want to come to the club and want to play for us, and that's where we are.
Is that, I mean, talking about that, possibly Brett Williams, he played for the reserves on Tuesday, are you ready closer deal to sign him?
We hope so. We're trying to do a deal with them, and he's another one. He's young, hungry, he's quick, and we've seen something in him that we think he's going to improve a hell of a lot with full-time training, and he's desperate to come in. And there's a few clubs that are interested in him now, but he wants to come here. He's told me that, and he's very, very keen to come here.
How did you first find out about him? How did that one originate? Have you been tracking for a while? Or?
No, we had a phone call. Steve Shorey went to watch him, and I said to Steve last Saturday, if you liked him, we'd bring him into training. He liked him. There was a couple of clubs wanted to take him. I said, well, if you like him, we'll bring him in on Monday. He trained with us on Monday, trained really well, played in the reserve game, scored a goal, and we're going to sign him.
Sometimes it's amazing how things happen. I mean, he must be pinching himself right now, the lad himself.
I don't know, but I'm a great believer in giving people opportunities, and if I see someone with that real hunger and desire and someone who fits in for the club, I'll give them that opportunity. I don't care where they come from, because you look at there's so many people out there with that desire to do well, and we've got a lot of them at our club, and I want to give them opportunities.
Was it something when you spoke to him, or was it when you saw him in the training ground that you thought you could cut it?
Well, I first met him when he first walked through the door. He wasn't overawed. He was comfortable in the environment. I could see that. The first day's training, didn't know anyone but did really well in the training session. He scored a goal in the game. Could have scored another goal, and there's a hell of a lot more to come from him.
And is there anyone else that you're looking at the moment, or is that kind of conclude?
No, we're still looking.
Is it midfielders that you're looking at, or defenders, or can you say?
We're looking at defender. We're looking at striker. Okay,
so there's still business to do in January for yourselves, then?
Maybe it might happen. It might not. You never know until you we'll wait and see. But they will have the same criteria. The criteria will be that they're hungry. They want to improve. They want to come to a club where they will improve, where they've got staff around them that will help them.
Yeah, with players like that, how is it that they possibly miss, joining an academy at a club around this area or something like that? Is it?
No idea.
Is it just consequences?
Yeah, sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes, these lads who come in and not from the academy haven't had that. They're even more hungry. Shane Long was never at an academy. Kevin Doyle was never at an academy. Dave Kitson played for Arsley. So if you look, there's numerous players that haven't come through the academy system. There's some good players that have come through the academy system that have been missed, that have been let go by clubs, and there's players that haven't come through it. So I just take each player, each one on each individual on their merits.
I guess there's not really, if you made a cash signing, a big cash signing, there's pressure on the player, pressure on the club, pressure on yourself. But with this one, there's he has the freedom to kind of settle in and grow with the club. Would you say?
No, there's pressure on him to do well. That's the nature of football. Doesn't matter if you sign players for $5,000 or $5 million. There's pressure on that individual to do well. And if you've got anything about them, they'll want to do well for the club. Doesn't matter what they sign for.
Would you say he's ready for the first team now? Or obviously,
I don't know.
A couple of steps down.
I don't know. We'll see. He's got to do some work. He's got to get into the environment. He's got to train day to day, which will be different for him, and then we'll take it from there.
Do you kind of, when you look at players, do you ever compare them, or do you just take each player on its merit?
I avoid comparisons like the plague.
Yeah. You don't like them yourself, either, obviously, when people compare you to other managers?
I've no idea who I'm compared to. I'm not sure I'm getting compared to anyone, but it's not something I do.
Yeah.